guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a very highly requested video. I think I've been asked to film this video since I started my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how I dye my hair this colour at home. I've been doing this for, let me see how many years, 10 years? Over 10 years probably. I've been like different shades of blonde throughout those 10 years. I've been grey and silver, but this is the colour that I always go back to. It's really easy for me to maintain it. So just before I get started, if you're new here, then hi, my name's Becca. I'm a mum of 2 boys and I post all sorts of videos on this channel, from motherhood, cleaning, tips, beauty, all things like that. So if you like those types of videos, then I would really love it if you would stick around and press the subscribe button. It really does mean a lot to me, and I'm just going to get straight into the video. So like I said, I've been dyeing my hair pretty much since I was probably about 13, 14. And yes, I have had a lot of hair disasters in those times, but I feel like because I've stuck to a certain colour for so long that it's really easy for me just to maintain this colour. So just before I get started as well, I would just like to say I am not a professional in hair. I've never had any training doing hair. It's just something I've done growing up, so just take that into consideration as well. So the products I use are just things you can get from like supermarkets, B&M, Home Bargains. I don't get anything from like the hairdressers or anything like that. So me and my twin sister actually do this to each other now, because it is so much easier to get someone to do it for you rather than doing it on yourself. You can do it on yourself, it's just a bit more fiddly and it'd be really hard to do the back of your head. So even if you could just do most of it yourself and then get like your mum or like your best friend or something to do the back of your hair if you trust them, because honestly it is so easy. Like as soon as you know how to do it, then literally anyone can do it. So I'm just going to start by showing you everything that I use and get straight into it. So this is everything that I use to bleach my hair. I sometimes use Olaplex as well, which I haven't got at the moment, but you can buy that from Amazon. I'll link that down below. That is to help to try and protect your hair from any damage. I don't have any of that now, but you can buy that on Amazon, like I said, and mix it into your bleach. So I just bought this set from Home Bargains. It was like a few £. It comes with a few brushes and the little mixing part. You don't really even have to use a mixing pot, you can just use a bowl or anything. You're gonna need a comb, preferably with one of these little things on the end of it. If you haven't got one of them, you can just use a regular comb or brush and then just use the end of one of them. I've done that before when I've lost these. And then the bleach I use is this, what's it even called? Jerome Russell Blonde. So this is the bleach powder, and then you buy the peroxide separately. It says add 1 peroxide sachet per one of these, but I find that it just comes out too thick, so I use 1 sachet per 1.5 of these. I normally have 3 of these, but for some reason I only have 2 in, so I'm just hoping that I have enough. So these are the bleach and peroxide I use, and then I also buy the same toner as well. So these are all super cheap. This is like £4 from Home Bargains, and B&M is the cheapest place I found these, and then these are like £1, £1.40 each. And then this is the toner I use after it, because then it doesn't come out like this, it comes out very yellow. So I put this toner on after you leave it on for like half an hour. This is around, I can't remember how much these things are, I've just bought it for so long. I think they were like £2, £3, £4 or something. So it's to take it from that colour to that colour. And then you just need some regular foil and some clips, and that is everything I use. And then you just want to make quite a few foils that are around this thick. This is the one from Aldi, and I prefer this one than these are the ones you can get from like Home Bargains, B&M and stuff, but I prefer the Aldi one. I find them a lot thicker and easier to use.
To talk to me is what I want the most in my life. They say you're out of my league, but I don't give a damn. No, deep down I know you want it. You wanna take a leap and jump in.
So sorry about the state of me as well, I know I look disgusting. So to section off your hair, you need to have your parting where you usually have your parting, and then take like 1 inch from each side of it. So you just do side, and then you just clip that up. So that'll be your top section. I'd advise to have loads of clips, it's very handy. And then you want to have 2 side sections and then a back section. So if you was doing this by yourself, I wouldn't suggest, or I don't know how you would do the back section, but you'd be able to do the top and your sides yourself. You just want to get around here to the back of your ear. And then use that as one side. And then do the same thing on this side. And then this is what you've got at the back section. And then I would also halve that back section as well. As you can see, the back is quite thick and you want to try and get to the root. And if you try and just do the back one, which I've done a few times, it ends up being a bit messy. I would recommend halving your back section as well, and then that's all the sections. And then I would start off with the back because that takes longer to develop. And then mixing it, I would just pour one powder in. And then, like I said before, it does say to mix like 1 and 1, but I always find it too thick. So I pour a full one in, I just pour a bit more in and see what consistency I get until I get the right consistency.
You wanna fall in love. You get me spinning, wouldn't it be awesome if you use kiss me?
So this is just one powder and one of the peroxides. If you can see, it looks like this is the consistency you want, but just leave it for a minute or so because it does thicken up. So then you will probably have to add a bit more peroxide in. So it's been 2 minutes and can you see how much that's thickened up now? It's not runny at all. So I wouldn't use it like that. I like to use it in a more runny form. I think it just like goes on more evenly on your hair. Maybe that is how you're supposed to have it, but I'm no expert. I have no clue.
Slowly and have me in your arms. If I could make you see it, baby, would be something.
So this is about the consistency you want. So you want it so it's not dripping everywhere. You want it so it can actually stay on the foils like that.
Something to make the starlight jealous up above. Oh, you make me up. Hey, lights go out when I see you moving. Hey, light me up. I love when you go like that. Oh, hey, could be us kissing in the moonlight. Hey, I'm just saying, if I was your girl.
So to start off with, you will just use your comb to get a piece of hair. You want this around no bigger than a centimetre. And then once you've got the section you want to tie the other bit up with the clip, and then you want to use the same comb to weave through the hair. You want to try and keep these as fine as possible because you don't want your highlights to look very stripy. And then you just pull up with the comb and drop the bottom section down. So you're going to leave the bottom section and you're highlighting the top section. So then you get your foil, you just fold over the top just so the top section is just a tiny bit thicker. You can do this with your finger or with the comb. And then you're just going to pop that underneath the hair, try and get it to as close as the root as possible. And then you're going to paste on the bleach to your roots. You can either just do it on your roots if you already have blonde hair, or you can pop it all the way down. I'm trying to save my hair at the moment because it is a bit damaged, so I'm just doing the root and then bringing it down a tiny bit just so it like all blends in nicely. Once you've done that, you're just going to pop the foil over on itself and push down on it just to make sure that it has got everywhere on the hair. And that is pretty much it, and then you just do the exact same thing again. So it is really easy to do as soon as you know what you're doing.
Everybody else got it going on. Everybody else got it going on. Everybody else got it going on. You make me up. Hey, lights go out when I see you moving. Hey, light me up. I love when you go like that. Could be us, but let them know. Hey, I can see it. If I was your
because the back of my hair has been on for a lot longer than the top and the sides, I tend to get the hairdryer and heat up the foils at the top and the sides just so they develop a lot faster. And I find that this like half the time of needing to have the bleach on your hair. I don't know how damaging it is or not, but this is just the way I do it, so I can just wash it off all together rather than having to wash off the back of my hair first. So rather than sticking to a time of how long I have them on for, I just check them to see whether they're ready. So it should look a bit like this when they're ready to take off. It should all be like a yellow whitey colour, and then this is how they look when it's all washed out and toned. So overall the bleach was left on for around an hour, and then I left the toner on for 30 minutes. So I really hope I explained that well, and these are the results. So it's actually been 2 weeks since I filmed me actually dyeing my hair, so this is 2 weeks later. So as you can see, I try and keep a tiny bit of a root here. I don't like going straight to my root because I like having a dark root, and by leaving a little bit of a root I just find that it goes on so much neater and you're not trying to get it like right to your root. And I've also got another video coming up after this one, which is to show you what purple shampoo I use, although you can't use that until 2 weeks after you've dyed your hair, so I've not actually popped it on this colour yet. It just makes it like a really ashy silvery blonde. So once I pop that video up, I'll leave it in the description of this video so you can go and check that out as well. It is the best purple shampoo I have ever used. It's like more like a toner. So I'll just try and show you. As you can see, I have a little bit of a root, but because it is what's the word, highlighted and not pasted, it like sort of blends together and just makes it like a really nice darkened root. So like I said, it's been 2 weeks since I've dyed this, so my hair has grown since then. So yeah guys, that is the end result. I really hope I explained everything well, and if you have any more questions then just leave them down below. I thought this would be a perfect time to film this video for you guys because I know that hairdressers and things are not open, so a lot of people are just trying to do it at home and do it the best they can. So I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to go and check out some of my other ones, and if you like them then please don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, and I will hopefully see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.